Hi Leo, I'm Michelle. I'm doing readings for April 2023. Um, Brand new channel, so every like, subscribe, and comment really does help the channel grow. I have been doing Lenormand for over 20 years now, and today I'm using the Slavic Folklore deck. It is a little bit different to a standard Lenormand deck, and I do read very intuitively as well. So if you do know anything about Lenormand, you may see some differences that you weren't expecting. But basically, today I'm going to just do two for your general life portion, two for love life, two for your career and finances, one for your general health. And your overview today is the club. So we do have some potential oppositions and drama coming up this next month. I suppose we'll wait and see where that may lead us. But, we all need to work through things in order to get to the next step. Unfortunately, sometimes it does bring a little bit of conflict with it. So we'll see where that's sort of coming from for you guys. So in your general life portion, we do have the Tower and the Bouquet, which is the flowers card there. So the Tower is actually a very foundational card, and it does talk about, the foundation of our life quite a lot. It can also represent someone or something older from the past headed towards you this month. It looks like with gifts. So the flowers is a very positive card. It does sort of bring with it the gifts, the happiness, the optimism, those sorts of things. It can, be rewards for all your hard works laying these foundations with the Tower there as well. So the Tower, sometimes I do find the Tower can actually talk a little bit about you've been isolating yourself. So now is sort of the time for your rewards and your pleasure. So if you have been a little bit isolated lately, go for it this month. This month is all about sort of looking at how can you bring more pleasure into your life. I feel like with the flowers there, that is actually a very positive card. So that will totally overshadow that overview card with the club there. So any conflict or oppositions coming towards you, they will easily be overcome, with positivity, and they might actually bring through, the changes that are necessary to bring more reward and pleasure into your life. Okay, and for your love portion today, we have the Sun, which is actually your card, Leo. So that's fantastic, and that's actually right beside the stars. So seeing two of the celestial cards together is a really, really good sign, especially these two. I absolutely adore these two cards, especially when they're together. The Sun talks about, once again, that optimism, that positivity, warmth in your love life. The stars talk about wishes coming true, inspiration and hope, basically. So success, happiness, and all your wishes sort of coming through this month in love. So that's actually a really positive card. And the Sun is actually, that is the Leo card in the Lenormand. So it will sort of be focusing on, you getting all your wishes coming true. So if there's certain things that you have been hoping for in your love life, now really is the time to focus on those things, because it's a perfect time to bring them in. I feel that this could be somebody in particular coming towards you this month that's going to help bring these things in for you. But I think it's just talking a lot about just staying hopeful and optimistic when it comes to love. And the more positive that you put out there, the more positive you're going to get back. That's fantastic, Leo. I love it. Okay, and now for your career and finances, we have the House and the Anchor. So that's a very interesting combination because they both have very strong stability and security and a safety to them. Okay, the anchor sometimes can talk about restraint, and not so much restrictions, but having that resilience to bring in your security with what you want. Okay, so with both of those, like, because you do need to sort of drop your anchor to bring the car, like, before you bring your cargo into port. So it's talking about that period of time where you're sort of knuckling down, getting things done for yourself. This period with your career and finances. So with the house, it may be certain aspects of your finances needing to sort of go into your housing at this current time. So maybe you're doing some renovations, those sorts of things, or you actually are having something coming up this month when it comes to your housing. If you have a boat, could be that also. But there is a very strong sense of security with both and stability with both of these cards. So whatever you're doing, knuckle down, get it done. You're on the right path. And for your general health, we have the Herald, which traditionally this would be the stork card. So the storks sort of stir things up a bit. They do sort of have the nest egg there. So when it comes to your health, certain things might be getting stirred up this month. So keep an eye out, anything out of the norm with you for health. It could just be something getting stirred up, an old injury getting stirred up. I'm just going to draw another card for you on that one there, because it can talk about change and transition and movement, but we want to kind of see what. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. We've got the clover there as well, so that's talking about taking risks and good luck, really. So if things are getting stirred up for you health wise this month, the clover being there, I wouldn't be all too worried about those sorts of things, but you may have a few little health issues that are stirred up a little bit this month. So if you do have any old injuries that sometimes do bug you or whatever, now would be a really good time to sort of just make sure you're just a little bit extra protective of those things, so you're not going to stir up that old injury. So I know a lot of us do things like that. We've got an old injury and we forget about it, and then we go crazy and it stirs it up. So those sorts of things, watch out for overdoing it this month. But all in all, with the clover there, that shouldn't be too much of a negative impact upon you at all there. I'd just be sort of watching out that you're not stirring up any old injuries, I feel, is the biggest vibe with that one there. Okay, now Leo, for your shadow work portion, I do like to talk about shadow work a lot. I personally believe it's important to always be on a constant journey of growth within ourselves for our own happiness, because we all know that if we rehash the same things over and over and over again, it doesn't bring us happiness, does it? So we want to be striving to do better for ourselves. So your shadow work points this month are going to be the lily and the garden. Okay, so they're both very neutral, positive cards. Okay, the garden does talk quite a lot about more social aspects, meeting people out and about. Traditionally we would go to a public garden to meet with people and whatnot. So that's where that imagery comes from initially. This particular deck, it does have a house in the background there of the garden. So it's talking about, at the moment you may, going back to, I mentioned at the start of your reading there somewhere that you may have been isolating yourself a little bit recently. Don't do that. Reach out to people when you need to. I feel that that's telling you, you need to focus on how can you be more sociable? How can you, where can you go to meet people and have that more social aspect in your life? How can you be more sociable to yourself? like I can't remember the song, but there's a song where it's I wouldn't talk to my friends the way I talk to myself. I've got that coming to me at the moment. So think about how you would speak to your friends when you are speaking to yourself as well. You probably would not be as harsh with your friends as you are with yourself. I know I'm not. Um, so it's sort of flagging that up for you at the moment to sort of remind you that, be the friend that you are to others, to yourself as well, and stop and think about how you can actually be more sociable to yourself. Okay, and the lily is actually talking, it is a career card, and I feel that that's actually what it is talking about here. It is sort of going back to that knuckling down, getting things done. I feel like that's very important for you guys this month. You know, sometimes we don't want to do the hard work, but unfortunately, there do come periods of time where it is important. But the lily is also very muchly about longevity as well. So it's sort of basically telling you that what can you do now in order to knuckle down, get things done that are going to have a long-term effect on your life. Thinking about where we want to be at our retirement age. So how do you want your retirement age to look for you there? I don't know if this is here in Australia we have a funeral service called the White Lily um, funerals or something like that. And the lily has actually always been closely represented with that old age, retirement age. So that's why I bring that up, because it is sort of looking at where you want to be at the end of your life, thinking about, making plans for the end of your life. So it's a dark subject, I know, I'm sorry, but these are the sorts of things that we do need to think about. What sort of a legacy do we want to be leaving for our family and whatnot? Um, but the lily also has a very intimate aspect to it as well. So it can be talking quite a lot about that intimacy with ourselves. So going back to the garden there, that intimacy in the way that we do talk to ourselves, and that intimacy we have with ourselves, like being honest to yourself is quite important, and it's going, the changes that you make now, they are going to be with you long term. They're not, if you make a change now, it's not just going to dissipate tomorrow. These sorts of changes, when you're making changes for the better for yourself, they are something that's going to stick with you. We all have those times where, dips and sways, whatever, in life where things do go up and down. But when you're making positive changes, they do come back around to you. So now really is a good time for you to be looking at the future in that sense, and being very, very intimate with yourself. Not in that sense, guys. Don't put words into my mouth. Very, intimacy covers a lot of things. And so when we're able to be intimate with ourselves, that does have a very strong element of being truthful with ourselves to it. So let me know how you guys go for April, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you.